Shoppers who need a 2024 calendar have plenty of options. But what did people do thousands of years ago? News.com has learned that before people had printing presses, they may have used rocks. The evidence for that comes from archaeological discoveries along the Colorado-Utah state line. A researcher from Poland is fascinated by them. The agricultural Pueblo communities developed one of the most advanced pre-Columbian cultures in North America, Radosław Polanka with the Jagiellonian University said. Polanka has spent more than 12 years investigating art carved in the rocks that Pueblo people created an estimated 3,000 years ago. The Castle Rock Pueblo settlement, built round 750 years ago, is a special focus. I used to think that we studied this area thoroughly, Polanka said in a statement reviewed by Newsweek. Full excavations occurred in some areas. But older native Pueblos suggested he keep digging. Something more can be found in the higher, less accessible parts of the canyons, they told Polanka. The Charlotte Observer noted higher meant about 2,600 feet above the settlements. With help from drones and helicopters at the University of Houston, that search led to the extremely old-school calendar that Polanka's team discovered this year. Some of the rock carvings, which archaeologists call petroglyphs, are circular. Polanka thinks Pueblos carved them as they studied the stars to record key dates in the year. By noting the spring and autumn equinoxes, Polanka believes a calendar developed. And that may have led to more. We have underestimated the number of inhabitants who lived here in the 13th century and the complexity of their religious practices, which must have also taken place next to these outdoor panels, Polanka said. The circles are as big as 3 feet in diameter. They're on rock panels that stretch for more than 2 miles around the Mesa Verde Plateau. The Pueblo people were famous for their rock art, intricately ornamented jewelry, and ceramics bearing different motifs painted with a black pigment on white background, Polanka said. The name Pueblo might bring thoughts of a city in southern Colorado. But the ancient Pueblo people also lived in parts of Arizona, New Mexico, and Utah. Their housing was less primitive than you might think. They perfected the craft of building multi-story stone houses, resembling medieval townhouses, Polanka noted. But in the 200s AD, things were more basic. Polanka calls it the basket maker era, with residents living partially underground and farming. The Ute tribe moved into the Castle Rock Pueblo area between 1400 to 1600. The carvings of that era focus on hunting, including deer and bison. One of the rock carvings is only 87 years old. Cowboy Ira Cuthare signed his name in a rock in 1936. The Native Hope website indicates as of 2021, about 75,000 U.S. residents identified as Pueblos. They make up about 1.2% of all Native American people.